2, 1, go.
Hi there, I'm Danny. Trey and I just got done running through the house, inspecting it. So what we're going to do now is go over almost 200 pictures where we'll cover with you everything we found. Most of these pictures are just reference pictures for us. So I'll move through it kind of quick. Not much to talk about as anticipated with a new home, but there are a few things that you should be aware of. So we'll start here. We do a visual examination. We're not looking for cosmetic stuff. We're looking for things that are safety concerns or might lead to problems down the road. So started with the right side of the house. Here we have our AC compressor. Bryant AC compressor, obviously new, 2018. So it's new, but they just had one in stock that was from 2018. Also on the right side of the house, we have our gas meter. There's a valve here. A wrench could be used to shut off gas to the house if there was ever a gas emergency. Television cables coming in. It looks like they still, somebody still has to hook some of that up. But electrical meter. Here's our front exterior faucet. So there's a valve that I'll show you later on in the garage that has a shut off, that can shut off water to this. So this can be winterized. So you would shut off the valve in the garage and open this up to let the water drain out during cold weather. Water pressure, we had about 77 psi, 40 to 80 is the range we like to see, so that's good. Wrapping our way around the garages. So when we started the inspection, there weren't any screens installed, but while we're here, there's somebody going around installing screens. So we'll check to see that those are all installed before we go. We'll note any that aren't. And there's the pile of screens in the garage that they're putting in. Left side of the home, you have drains for your downspouts. You want to keep an eye on those when it's raining. Make sure water's not overflowing out of these. So the community has a storm water drainage system, so that's something, you know, the property management or the HOA around here would maintain. I'll talk a little more about that when we come to it. So some yard's not complete yet, but we're focusing on the house. Just to look at the framing below the deck area, that looks good. Exterior fireplace, kick that on, and that kicked right on. This whole front cover comes off of both fireplaces, and it gives you access to the main gas shutoff valves. So if they're not going to be used, best practice is to shut these off so kids can't turn on the fireplaces. Here's the exhaust for that fireplace. So this is part of the septic system. This is an alarm. So this is indicating there's a pump system. So sewage goes into one area and then gets pumped to another area, and this monitors that system. If this ever makes an audible alarm, you'll want to have a handy number or a number handy for a septic place. And there's your lids. So now we're headed up to the roof. Nothing really to complain about. All the flashings and roof materials look like they're in good shape. Venting for the water heater and furnace above the garage there. Venting for the fireplace there. Inside the garage, there's a GFCI outlet, one of the outlets with the buttons to the left of the panel. And this has a reset button for exterior and garage outlets. So if any of those outlets aren't working for some reason, you would come check this reset button first. Belt drive garage door opener, that and the safety features work. The other two garage doors are manually opening. The front one, smaller front door, is wired for an opener, just no opener installed. Electrical panel, everything looked good in there. So here's the main water shutoff for the house, and then this is the valve to shut off water for the two faucets on the right side of the home, the exterior faucets. So that's a winterizing valve. Again, when it's really cold, you'll shut this valve off, drain the water out of the two right side valves. That way no plumbing inside the wall can freeze. And then here's our water heater. Renai tankless new water heater. That's a picture of the data label. Those do require periodic maintenance every few years. It's a good idea to have a plumber come out and they'll do what's called descaling maintenance on those. Furnace, gas furnace, high efficiency. We recommend annual service contract on those. But installed 2020. So now we're headed up to the lower attic space above the garages. Main thing we want to see is that's nice and dry. Nothing too much to comment about up there. Driveway looks good. And then this is toward the left side of the property. This is part of the stormwater drainage basin or system. And then toward the front of the yard, between yours and the neighbor's yard, there's the city's water meter. That looked good. Now we're going to go through the inside of the house. There's our thermostat for a furnace, pretty straightforward. Now we're going up to the upper attic space, which is in the master bedroom closet. Ceiling access there. Again, we're making sure it's nice and dry. Limited inspection because the insulation, we don't want to go rummaging through that because that'll displace it and reduce its insulation value. So we're limited from the access, which is typical in an old home, but everything we can see looked good. Master bathroom, nothing really to complain about there. Guest bathroom upstairs. Has a GFCI outlet again, so it has a reset for all bathroom outlets. So if any bathroom outlet isn't working, first thing you would check is the reset button in the upstairs guest bathroom. So in the hallway upstairs, we have a return air grill. That's where air is going back to the furnace, and that's where the filter is located. So you have one of these on the upper level and then one above the mud room, and both of those have a filter in it. So those should be checked and changed periodically. Laundry room upstairs. Pretty straightforward. Whole house fan, so this switch is to control the fan in the laundry room, which should run to circulate some fresh air in the home. Now we're just running through bedrooms, not much to stop and talk about in those. In one of the rooms, I think it's the bonus room, there's an empty electrical box here, so there's a switch that doesn't do anything. This is for an optional fan or light fixture for that room. Smoke seal combo in the common areas of each level. All the bedrooms have smoke detectors like they should. It looks like the towel rack isn't fully installed in the lower bathroom. Here's the mud room, and then here's the second return air grill in the mud room with the filter. So in the dining area toward the front side of the home, there's a chipped window here, so that there's double glass pane. The inside glass pane is chipped. And there's the close-up of it. So it's a small chip, but obviously a new home, we'd recommend that be replaced or repaired. And then also the latch at that same window doesn't latch quite right, so that window needs some improvement. Coat closet downstairs or closet below the stairs. There's the crawl space access. We'll come back to that shortly. Inside fireplace kicked right on with the switch at the right side of the wall there. Gas shut off valve again. Kitchen. So below the kitchen sink, we did have a leak. This looks like the hot water supply. There's a leak happening right here at a fitting. So the picture is a little blurry, but leak happening. You can see the stain here from water. So obviously we'd want to see that repaired before it damages anything. Right now it doesn't look like damage, just looks like water stains. Microwave and oven kicked right on. Cooktop works fine. Below the cabinet below the cooktop, there's a gas shut-off valve for the stove top. Now we're heading to the crawl space. Nice and dry. Looks like a new construction crawl space should look. Lots of ductwork and insulation. And that was it. So overall, pretty clean inspection. The things that stood out to us were the leak below the sink and that window. Again, we'll check to see if all the screens are installed. We'll note any that aren't. And let me know if you have any questions when you see the report. Thanks.